You know how we all have that one friend we go to with all our financial questions? Well, meet Experian, your BFF, as in Big Financial Friend. Experian is going to be your go-to app when it comes to taking control of your finances. Experian could help you save, lets you check your FICO score, and so much more. Just download the Experian app today for free. Trust me, you need this big financial friend.
Alright. How we doing? How's it going? Good evening. Good afternoon. No, it's evening. It's evening for sure. How am I sounding? How am I looking? I feel like I'm sounding a little bit loud. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. Yeah, mic is a little bit too close. I for sure agree. Just turning down that gain just a skosh. Is that any better? Or worse, I guess. Hear my breathing. Yeah, I saw that lighting up. Here, well, I'll stop talking for a second. Better. Excellent. Hopefully the music is not too loud or too quiet. I was going back and watching some of the VODs from older streams, and the music was actually pretty inaudible, which is a little bit of a bummer. Because, I don't know, I feel like it's frickin' vibe. A McFrickin' vibe, as they say. Alright, well, good evening, everyone. I said last week that I was going to try to stream more regularly, and I'm trying to keep my word, keep to that word here. We've got a slightly smaller set in front of us tonight, but we're finally going to be finishing going through our May 4th backlog here. I literally bought this set on May 4th, and it was one of the sets that I was going to build in a big long live stream at that point, which I ended up not doing, obviously. And we've kind of gotten distracted since then, building other sets as they've come out. And I just recently picked up the Boarding the Tantive 4 hallway. Kohl's was doing a big discount. I ended up getting it for like $30, I think, which is a reasonable price for that set comparatively. And so I thought about building that tonight, but honestly, let's get through our backlog first. And this is a newer set. This is more recent. It's a little bit shinier, even if it's not, brand spanking new anymore. There's now a new wave of LEGO Star Wars sets that just got announced this past week, I believe. A bunch of clone sets that have people in a tizzy. A bunch of, actually, yeah, it's all clone sets except for the Jango Fett starship, the Playscale one, and the Firehawk speeder thing, whatever it's called. So anyway, so we're gonna crack into this set. I've also got my Plo Koon Starfighter sitting right here just for bring us good luck, good energy, I suppose. I'm excited for this one because this is one that I like. I mean, let's be real. This is a figure pack. But I've been looking forward to getting this new Ahsoka so that I can have my full collection of my Clone Wars Ahsoka, my my Mandalorian Ahsoka, and my Ahsoka. Also Ezra, getting the Ahsoka version is cool, and the new Thrawn. And the new Night Troop. You know what I should have done, in retrospect? I should have paired this with the Night Trooper Battle Pack. I suppose I could just do that. Go build the older set tonight, and then get the Night Trooper Battle Pack. And build it alongside this. That might be a better move. What do you guys think? Michaela, I know you're the only one here. But I kind of like that vibe. That turns this into a little bit more of a special thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. Screw it. I'm going to go change out this set for the other set. And I'm going to be right back. Yeah, this is the move. This is the move. I'll be right back. Headphones mean I'm stepping away. Okay, alright, here's where we are. We're changing things up. We're getting jiggy with it. This one is out for tonight, and this one is in for a couple of reasons. One, I'm gonna build the battle pack alongside that Ahsoka set, and that's gonna be a better time anyway. And also because I wanted to show off, since this has the new 25th anniversary 5s. I almost called it the new. It's a year old fully. I can also show off this, which is super reflective, which is cool. So you're gonna see my whole setup here. But this is my case that has all my clone troopers in it. So we can add 5s to this. That'll all be a thing. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. Okay, and the next stream we'll build the Ahsoka Dual Impridia with the battle pack as well. I don't know how I'm gonna, we'll set the clone army thing to the side. I'll leave it open so it's not reflective. Also, I'm seeing chats coming in. Hang on, I will be right with you. Let me just finish monologuing first, or having a crisis, as the case may be. Ooh, I'm sorry, that was a nasty noise. Is there gonna be enough room? No, that's for sure not gonna be enough room. Yeah, we'll do it like that. There we go. So they're there. This is here. How's it going? Hey, G-Man. Let's just go through these real quick. Hi. Of course I remember of course I remember you, dude. You're always here. And you have some awesome sets. I think last time we were talking about the Jango Fett Slave 1 that just came out. Zim, how's it going? Good evening, y'all. I have completely 180'd on what I was going to do tonight, literally as soon as I went live. So we're switching things up and we're going to build this set tonight. This super current, recent set. Let's crack right into it. Actually, on this process, I've decided I'm going to have a new policy with keeping Lego boxes because I have an issue with Lego boxes, as I feel is fairly universal in the fan base. I love keeping the Lego boxes, but I've decided that anytime I have to break a box like this to get in, I mean, I know I don't have to, but anytime I have to break a box, I throw out the box. And then if it's one of the ones that has a little a little piece of tape that you cut so that you can, like, make the box feel nice-ish, then I will get rid of the box. G-Man, you started a channel since the last time you were here. That's awesome, dude. I'm gonna have to go subscribe. Everyone go subscribe to G-Man. I'll drop you a sub right after I'm done here tonight. Ooh, that's a tragic sticker. I'm gonna pop those bags up there. Yeah. Clean house. Yeah, I know. I really got to. I have ooh, that is bad. That sticker sheet. We'll get there when we get there. I have a bunch of Lego boxes that are sitting underneath my bed at the moment, which my fiance adores, I'm sure. And it's handy when I move because it's easy to pack bags or pack sets into boxes and take them on the road. But at a certain point, it becomes too much. And I used to be really bad about it. I used to keep all my boxes, and then for a second there, I got really good about it, and I would throw away all my boxes. And now I've started getting bad about it again. Like, I was just working on the video for the Plo Koon ship, and I still have the box for the microfighter, and I was like, man, I don't need to keep the box for the microfighter. I'm never gonna resell them. That's not really in my blood here. So what am I gonna do? Keep all the Lego boxes I have forever? You have 800 square feet just for Lego? Is that throughout your whole living place, or is that just dedicated to Lego? If so, oh, it's your storage room? Okay, I'm very jealous. That is like the size of my whole apartment. Maybe a little bit bigger than my apartment, but I'm super jealous. I'm hoping at some point to build a Lego room. I don't know if you guys have seen, there was a TikTok /shorts /YouTube, or sorry, /Instagram Reels that was going around for a while that was like an electrician stopping by some guy's house and helping him, and he's like, look what I found in this guy's basement, and it's like a giant Lego room. And everyone I know has sent me that video at some point, being like, hey, this is you. I'm like, man, I wish. I do not have the money for that, and I would love to. But someday, that's my goal, right? That's the goal. Ooh, it's a little sweaty up where I live, or a little hot, so I'm a little sweaty. So my arms like sticking to this, no good. Then this one got me to get rid of them. I will die before I resell most any sets of mine that have any value. Exactly. But so then here's the thing that crushed me is that the local secondhand store, they have a thing on their website. Well, they have a thing in their store too, that they will buy boxes off of you. And I was like, I could sell just the boxes. So I went in and I was like, hey, I know this is a stupid question, but how much do you buy boxes for? And the guy was like, I don't know, depends on the box, depends on the condition, like $1 or $2. I was like, oh yeah, no, that's fair. I wasn't expecting anything. But okay. I felt so embarrassed asking about that. Oh no, I'm being given an ad. No, I'm not sponsored. Go away. Sorry for that. Resuming. G-Man, you don't have anything to get rid of? Yeah, I remember you're big into collecting older sets, right? Like used sets? A couple boxes for a mini, though? Oh, for sure. Like, sell a couple boxes and get a couple minifigures? Yeah, you could do that. Unfortunately, my sweet summer child, Lego is not like Pokemon cards. And there are very few minifigures that you can get for a couple dollars. Outside of Chima figures, which I feel like are like Hidden Side or some of those other obscure lines. Just got one for $8. Yeah, I got the Black Vulcan CMF for $8. You were right. So okay, so let's say I sell 8 boxes, and I imagine they have to be of some kind of like scale or value. They can't be literally microfighter boxes. Which I have some that are probably worth something. I bet my Ninjago City Gardens box is worth something, but I don't want to sell that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because it is bigger than the set. You know, it's the fun of it. Most sets new, but some secondhand but in good condition. Yeah, exactly. So I bet, my point being that I bet you don't have a whole lot of boxes from all of that. My original Slave 1 is used but in good condition. For sure. I'm super jealous. I've been thinking a lot about the OG Jango Fett Slave 1 recently. Because I unfortunately can't afford the new UCS one. But the Playscale one looks surprisingly awesome for the price. And I have the older 2021 Playscale Slave one. The Boba Fett's one from The Mandalorian Season 2. And they scale perfectly together. So I'm super excited about that. And honestly, it's probably the only set from this summer wave that I'm going to buy. I mean, spoilers from my slightly clickbaity of a live title. Let's see. Almost all my sets of boxes. Okay, fair enough. Are you going to keep them? Right, yes, I did. I thought about doing a modification for this set. I've seen some people have created mods so that it doesn't have the Technic bits on the front. These little pieces here. Ooh, there's a little bit of glare, but that doesn't bug me. Don't think I'm buying any of the new sets. Yeah, honestly, for sure. No judgment. They're not amazing. I mean, some of them are cool, I guess. The MTT, I think, looks good. I just don't really have a need for an MTT. The Clone Turbo Tank. What do you guys think of it? Have you seen all the controversy from like Solid Brick Studios and other folks? Because I think it's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, exactly. A set that collapses when you grab it wrong. Keep all my boxes because well, you know what? Fair. You got 800 feet. Well, here's the thing though. That 800 square feet for Lego, that's gonna vanish real quick eventually. That's the problem is you think you have room for it, but then then you start keep collecting. Eventually you don't have room for it, but you've like committed in your mind to hanging on to them, and then you gotta give them up. The ATST is the only one I care about, and I think Rebrickable Mox do better. Oof. Yeah, for sure. And there was a there was a previous UCS MTT, or sorry, previous UCS ATST. So I kind of, you're right. The need for one is not really important. Dang, dude, 25K spent on Lego. That is awesome. I did see, in terms of the MTT, I saw that there's a rumor. I don't think it's a rumor, actually. I think there was a picture taken of it, of a double pack with the MTT and the 3. God, what is it? What's the Star Core? 3 something, but it's not 327th. That's these guys. 332nd? No, that's 332nd. The other ones are 327th. Whatever. That has the new battle pack, the new clone battle pack that goes with the MTT. They're coming in a double pack that's supposed to be under MSRP, and depending on how much under the other ones it is, I could see myself getting that. But I don't know. It's a rough summer wave. Just get the Galactic Marines from Bricklink. Yeah, you know what? Fair. I actually, so when this set first came out, the Boarding the Tantive 4, I remember looking at it and being like, oh man, I really gotta get that 5s minifigure. But, you know, I don't really want the Tantive 4 set that badly. Because I think it's a well-built set. I just don't really have... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Let's put it that way. So I'll just get it off Bricklink. But then I was like, but, you know, for a while there, the 5s minifigure was costing the exact same as the whole set. So I was like, well, for that money, I'll just get the whole set, and then, you know, I get at least parts and such. Then I found this for $30 over at Kohl's last week. And so I grabbed it. So I was like, well, at that point, I'm getting quite a few parts. I'm getting a bunch of cool figures. I'm getting, you know, some new Stormtroopers. I have an idea for a mock that I want to do at some point when I have, I don't know, more space or time or something. Or maybe I'll stop making excuses. At some point, I'm going to build a mock of the Fortress Inquisitorius. And so I want to have, like, my Thrawn. I want to have all of my Stormtroopers, my Darth Vaders, my Cal Kestis at some point, which I don't have yet, but I will at some point. Living the dream. Turbo Tank is horrible. Turbo Tank is horrible, dude. It looks terrible. The minifigures are awesome. The Kiadi-Mundi would be cool because I missed the last one that was in the battle pack. So I am Kiadi-Mundi-less. So, like, literally all the figures in it. Commander Bakar looks good. Everything looks good about it, except for the set, which is so disappointing. And moreover, the fact that it's, it's what, 800 and something pieces? It is literally the same piece count as the Slave 1. As the play scale Slave 1. For literally double the price. Plus I have room for just displaying my sets. For now, I'm telling you, for now. Halo says that's how I feel about Pink Zane. Sorry, I've moved. I talked too fast. How do you what is how you feel about Pink Zane? Beakhead Boy is Beakhead Boy. That's not, no. Cal Kestis is the guy from Jedi Fallen Order. Last Jedi Survivor. Oh, Beakhead Boy, like the Grand Inquisitor. Yes, I do have him, and I have, yes, you're right, I have a bunch of, Inquisitor minifigures. I have the, Grand Inquisitor, I've got the Fifth Brother, the Second Sister, Marok, oh, Kiadi-Mundi, yes, you're right. But, I also have some customs of the Second Sister from Jedi Fallen Order, and, the Ninth Sister from Jedi Fallen Order. Missed the jumper plate, here it is. Is this set more tiled off on the ground than I remember it being? Because that'd be kind of cool. Put that back there with our little rebel guys. These guys are cute, by the way. Very cute. I mean, I think it's been a while since we've gotten Rebel Troopers. And then they came in this, and they came in the Rebel Trooper and Stormtrooper Battle Pack. I don't really have a use for them, but they're cool. I might put them... So I have another one of these display cases. that has my original trilogy and all my retro figures as well. So at some point, maybe I'll put them with the OT stuff. Whoa, we're thriving. Also on a gear level, I just upgraded my webcam again, so now we're actually in 1080p. I don't know if it shows up for y'all, but I was using some of the footage from the stream 2 weeks ago for the Plo Koon video Plo Koon Starship video that I'm working on, and I tried to use some of the footage, and I'm gonna use it, but it is lower resolution than I would have liked. I'm getting some pieces from Bricklink to complete my Rebels Captain Rex's ATTE. Oh, that one's gonna be so good. That is an awesome. Do you have the minifigures for it? Because those are some sweet minifigures that I would love for them to remake someday. I know original trilogy, OT is original trilogy, but occupational therapy. Yeah, all my occupational therapy minifigures go up on the shelf. They're getting the help that they need. And then, then I guess PT for prequel trilogy would be physical therapy, right? Guys, we're geniuses. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of original trilogy figures. A lot of them are older ones from when I was younger. I am ultimately more of a prequels fan, but also not in the way that some people are prequels fans. I've come across some obnoxious prequels fans, unfortunately. But clone lovers, we're cool. You wrote ST, and I literally read sequel trilogy. ST is common abbreviations for speech therapy too. Incredible. Okay, what if we break this down and say that the therapy that it is the either the strength or the weakness of that trilogy, right? Because I think OT, occupational therapy, no, that doesn't work. I was gonna try to make a joke about the sequels having bad dialogue and needing speech therapy, but the prequel trilogy actually had some pretty awesome physical performances. So, alas. Good bit, guys. We tried. I have Gregor and Inquisitor, but ordered the rest off Bricklink. Used to have to take speech therapy. Well, there you go. I think actually I think that you used to have to take sequel trilogy by these rules. Let's see. The Captain Rex's ATTE, the Inquisitor that came with was the fifth brother, right? The older version, the Rebels version, because that is the better version of that figure. I have no particular issue with the actor who played him in Obi-Wan. I just don't think that he was really right for that character. I think that he, especially because like a lot of his dialogue was very like conniving, if that's the right word. Like he was always trying to get ahead, and he was trying to like backstab the other Inquisitors. And I just don't think the fifth brother is that smart. You know what I mean? He was very like, you're making a play for power. I was like, the fifth brother is just like a big old boy. He's a big old bruiser.
They say to only bring
no, not another ad.
The all-new 2025 Ford Expedition Tremor.
I'll just something Ford Expedition. Someday I'll have to get sponsored, so that if that happens, I can just switch to a sponsored segment. We'll get there. 2013 Bark Speeder, the one that comes with Phase 2 Rex. Very nice. I'm jealous. I have my new Phase 2 Rex here, and I have my Phase 1 Rexes in my other container, my other display case, for a couple reasons. One, I don't really have space in this one. And two, he's not complete anymore. I think I've told this story on stream before, but I have the 2008 ATTE. I got it in 2008, and I took, when I was living with my parents when I was a child, and I took all of my favorite pieces, all the pieces that I thought were cool pieces, in big air quotes, and I put them all in a little plastic bin together. so that I wouldn't lose them. And then when I moved out, I've never found that bin. And so every now and again, I'll go to my mom's house and I'll be like, "Hey, Mom, how's it going?" And meanwhile, I'm searching for that little plastic bin. Anyway, my Captain Rex, I loved the helmet and the dark bluish gray comma and pauldron pieces. And so those were some really cool pieces in my mind. I put them in the bin, which means that all I have of my original 2008 Captain Rex, which like I said, original, like I got it with the set. The only pieces I have are the head, the body, and the legs. And the pistols. So, in short, none of the pieces that are, like, of any value. Except for the head. The head is exclusive. And the head is the only... That exclusive head is... Which, by the way, is the name of my new punk rock band. Exclusive head is the only way that I could, like, prove... If somebody came to me and was like, "I don't believe that you had that figure." The only way I can prove it is with the exclusive head. And that's a bummer. So I need to buy the helmet, but the helmet's like $100. So we'll, someday. It just feels like a lot to pay for one piece. What is your most expensive figure? That's a good question. Actually, I bet I can check on Brickset. Let me see if I can pull it up and let me see if I can show you. Hang on, I'm going to go over to this. So here's my Brickset. Obviously, I was looking at this. I'm going to go into library. No, sorry, my sets. Then I can go over to view your minifigures. And value new or value used? Because some of mine are used. Let's go value new first. Oh, J Energy. That's sure. That's very fair. This Qui-Gon I think is very funny because this is not... Because I'm sure you guys know that there was an exclusive variant that came in some versions of the new Sith Infiltrator that have a reddish brown beard as opposed to the normal one, which has the dark brown beard. I have the one with the dark brown beard. But Brickset, for whatever reason, lists the reddish brown version as being the default one. So I do not have that figure, but it thinks I do. Okay, so probably the General Grievous. Oh, and look at this. Tragically, this Captain Rex, where I'm missing the helmet, I'm missing the pauldron, and I'm missing the comma. All I have is the chest, the legs, and the head. Then Ninjago. Really? This one's worth a lot? This Dumbledore? This Ventress, sure. Weeping Angel. I thought it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be a Sidicus, who's a Ninjago figure. Oh, this, I have him right there. My ARC Trooper. My old Obi-Wan, sure. Okay, so that's value new. And let's go value used. Just to check. Yeah. Him, still Captain Rex, still Grievous. I am missing Grievous's cape, though. I got that hand-me-down from a friend. And I'm burping, I'm so sorry. Got that hand-me-down from a friend, and I did not receive the cape with it. And the cape is also, like, one of the most valuable figures. Then Ventress. Gar Saxon, really? Darth Malak. That Malak makes sense, because he came in a set that people didn't really care about. But was expensive. But he's a character people want, which is, like, the perfect recipe. And then BD1, a bunch of Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who... Sidicus, yeah. Going back to your question, what do you collect? Mainly Star Wars and Ninjago? Yes, exactly. Here's my Rubricable page. You can see it values my collection as way more than it is, but that's okay. So you can see my theme ownership. I have all of the Avatar sets released in 2022, but really it only shows it by... It doesn't show it by what your, like, percentages are. That would be a cool stat. Collection analysis. Oh, here it is. Okay, yes. So the most I collect are Star Wars. Then, I guess, collectible minifigures, but that doesn't really count. Ninjago, Castle, Dimensions, Ideas. But obviously, I collect a large number of different sets from different themes. Just kind of whatever really piques my interest. But yeah, Star Wars and Ninjago mainly. Oh, I didn't even notice that I had that zoom set in. God, I love being an awesome A-tier YouTube streamer. Keep getting distracted from the build. But that's okay. That's the point. That's why we do it live, baby. You got 2011 Zane's Ice Dragon for $5 with the Zane DX minifigure? If so, that is a phenomenal deal. The only dragon I have is the 2012 Ultra Dragon? Is that what it's called? From the Epic Dragon Battle set. And someday I want to collect all of the original dragons, but I haven't gotten there. Like you said, you got the one for $5. I guess they're not super valuable, but it's just a commitment to collecting those. Yeah, you got it with the figure? Oh, hell yeah. I have the figure up on my Ninjago display wall. Which is up there, and someday you'll get to see. I want to show it off more, but I haven't gotten there yet. I got it from, I believe I got my Zane DX from a spinner. But those DX minifigures they don't go for as much as the NRGs. Probably because they were more accessible. But, really cool figures. I really like the designs for them. And I like the way, I saw some concept art for them recently that show the designs for the for the DX suits were originally designed to be more similar to the ZX suits that came out the next year as well. About $100 plus. Who's about $100 plus? The NRGs are expensive, but I cannot believe the DX figures are that expensive. That'd be wild if they were, though. Oh, the dragons are about 100 a piece. Dang, and you got one for $5, dude? That's awesome. I mean, they were objectively the best Ninjago dragons that they've ever built. I recently picked up the Cole's Earth Dragon Evo on sale for like $20 over at a Walmart. Which was awesome, but that set is not great. And I feel like none of the other dragons that have come out recently have been truly great, with the exception of Egalt, the Master Dragon from Dragon's Rising. That is a beautiful set that I would love to have. You have Cole and Zane. Do you have the full dragons and the figures, or just the dragons? I guess if you've got the dragons, you've probably got the figures. I don't like when they have all of these here, and then they expect you to, like, follow through this whole way with pieces. It hurts my little brain. Did I get all of it? 1, 2, 3, 2. Nope, I didn't. That's why my little brain is hurt. You have Zane and Dragon, but only the Cole minifigure. Gotcha. I have all of the... Oh, hang on. Do I want to try to show? I bet I can try. Hang on, let me pause this for a second. Can I pause just my camera? Okay. Yes, I'm pausing my camera. Pardon me. And then I'm going to resume. There we go. So this is my Ninjago wall. Oh, you can see my light up hexagons being reflected in it. But they start over here by chronological. So I have my original 2011s here. Then I have my DXs here, including my original Lloyd there. My Kendos, including this Legacy Lloyd, Kendos. All of my ZXs here. My NRGs are here. The only one I'm missing is Zane and Cole's head, or Cole's little helmet piece. My final battles, obviously this is where I start to be missing some. All of my rebooteds. This is going to be stone armor, golden armor, tournament suits here, jungle suits here, Deep Stone suits here, Air Jitsu down this way. So obviously it's Nia, Cole, Zane, Lloyd, Jay, Kai. Here's their Day of the Departed suits, which I have most of. This is their Hands of Time suits, their white suits, their black suits, of which I have none. Movie suits, and this is where the reflection starts to get in the way, but Sons of Garmadon, Spinjitzu Master, Hunted, Dragon Master, Legacy, extra ones. So, there we go. I'm going to rotate this back down. Please bear with me. And then we're going to resume. Hopefully this... Hey, we're upside down, and you can see more of my... I spend so much time meticulously arranging this. Can I rotate it? Can I rotate it, please? You guys are just going to have to deal with me being upside down. Nailed it. Perfect. Okay, there we go. I have a lot of the figures you're missing. Well, I'm very jealous then. Because obviously, I'm missing them. It was right around, from what I recall from some of our previous conversations, G-Man, you're a little bit younger than I am. So I'm willing to bet that right around the time when you were really getting into it was around the time that I was really falling out of it. And then about the time that I got back into it was maybe around the time when you were falling out a little bit. I don't know, I'm just speculating. But I bet that's part of it. Because ultimately, you know, Ninjago is probably much more of a kid's theme than, say, Star Wars. But we enjoy it anyway. Obviously, I enjoy it. Probably too much, but, you know, whatever. Okay, Levy. This is the wrong length. Unless I done messed up. Which is also very possible. Yes, that's the right length there. Master Builders here. You only collect Star Wars now? Well, hey, if you ever want to get rid of your Ninjago, your old Ninjago figures that you don't want anymore, you have to let me know. I'm always in the market. And yes, you only collect Straw Wars. For sure. Are these both the same length? You might get rid of them. Well, hey, like I said, if you're looking to get rid of them, you know a guy. You know a guy who's interested. So I just recently went over to a friend... Not recently. I think I told this story on stream as well before. But I went over to a friend's house, and their brother has a bunch of old Lego Star Wars, because he, right around 2008, was at a point where he was like, I guess, either making money or they just had a bunch of money. And his parents got him... Oh, I've put this in the wrong spot. Point is, he has a bunch of Lego sets from 2008. He has the original gunship. He has the original Arc 170. He has a bunch of Ninjago sets that I don't have. He has... what else? What else did I... There were sets that I've never seen in person. That I only know because I, like, know Lego history. Or Brickstory, as the case may be. He had the original V19 Torrent. And, of course, all the figures that came with them. I'm just looking at it like, oh, man, if he ever decides that he's done with Lego... I think he's, like, in his late... mid-30s, maybe? I was like, if he ever decides that he wants to get rid of it, please... Right, tell him I'll buy him. Exactly. Like, I was trying to be like, oh, well, you know, he's older now, he's grown up, he probably doesn't need those stinky Legos. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, rats. He probably could get rid of them and give them to another person of roughly his own age. It's fine. Alright, where did I miss this? Right here. You don't have a piece like this left over. That's just not how it works. Uh-oh, where did this go? Boy, howdy, we keep doing this, don't we? This is why it's hard to build on stream, you know? Hey, Randucci, how's it going? Welcome in, brother. We're out here getting confused, like we always do. I think that was the only time I used the blue piece, right? That's the only time I used that. So that's why is that? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're right now we're talking about, well, we were just talking about Ninjago figures for a second. I was showing off my Ninjago wall, but you'll just have to wait and see it another time. Someday I'll set up well, I want to do a video about it, but I also want to set up a better camera system at some point too. I'm rambling, but that's okay. There it is. I bet that's it. All right, we're going to bookmark this. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning and figure out where your boy messed up. Where is this? Okay, so this is like this. So it would have been around here. Right? No. Yes. Nope. Yes. Yeah, okay. This was supposed to go here. I got one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Yes. Okay. Then this goes here. This goes here. Right. We're backtracking. This went here. And then I bet this went here. Okay. And then we're going to hope that this was extra. Because I kind of think it must have been. Right? Unless I'm crazy. I might be crazy. Nope, I got both of those. Both of these. Ah. That's where it is. Okay. We're good. We're Gucci, we're Prada. Get these out of my sight. Them's extra pieces. Oh, we have a visitor. Hi, little man. You caused me so much difficulty last time we streamed. You coming to say hi again? Sorry, folks, we're gonna have a cat break. Let's see. Serenducci, I'm building this set. I'm building this now classic, basically. Thought about doing. I was thinking about you because I was thinking about doing some modifications to it. I saw some versions. It's gonna mess up all my white balancing, but that's okay. I thought about doing. There was a modification on Rebrickable that has the Technic taken out the front and this whole area like really smoothed over, which was super cool. I might try to do something with that, but at the end of the day, we're going. We're cruising. And then when we get to the bit with the ARC Trooper 5s, we're going to find a spot to fit him in on this, which is my clone display here that has all the clones that I own. All the way going back to this, this 2002 Phase 1 Trooper. Can I get the focus to focus, please? The focus to focus. Hang on, bear with me. There we go. My 2002 Phase 1 Trooper. And all my, like, 2005 Revenge of the Sith Troopers. So, anyway. I'm just flexing about them. We're going to try to find a spot for him there. We're not there yet. We're still going. We're cruising. Where was I? G-Man, you got some sets that I could buy? Unfortunately, I am not selling at the moment. I'm still building collection, man. Bag 2 is here. Excellent. Bro, the Rogue One Vader scene. Exactly. I think it's hilarious that they made this like the darkest scene from that movie into a Lego set. But I also love it. I was hesitant to buy it for a while because I already have so many Vaders. But I was telling the story earlier that I got a notification on my phone that they were selling it for $30 over at Kohl's. So I drove like an hour away. 2 hours? Something like that. Away to go pick up this set for $30 at Kohl's. which ended up being a little bit trickier than I thought too, because I didn't realize the way that their online whatever ordering system works is you order it and then you're supposed to wait for them to email you that it's ready, and then you go pick it up and etc. I just drove over there, and so I got there and I didn't see it on the pickup shelf, so I just waited by the Lego stuff, like just looking at their stuff, and I saw the guy come grab it, and I was like, oh no. I'm gonna go up to him later and be like, hi, you know that set that you grabbed? That was for me. But he didn't end up being there later. And I actually went over to Best Buy after that, and they had the last of the CMF Series 26 or 7, whichever the one was that came out before the F1 sets. They have the last one that I didn't have, which was the Hamster Girl, which is not the most hype figure, but you gotta round out the collection. So that's exactly what I did. Just going back through chats here. Did you know I can draw? I did not know you can draw. What do you draw? Do you do art? Is that like your main thing besides Lego collecting? You have this set. Yeah. Are there any good mods for this? Other than the thing, because like the only thing I don't know what I'm gonna do with this set is the TLDR. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. My only thought is to try to stack it and the Death Trooper hallway scene, like vertically stack them to get like different hallway scenes in a thing. So that would be cool, but I don't think they scale properly. I'll have to grab that once we're built here. Maybe I can modify it to scale properly. I'm like so on the brain with modifications. Oop, we're dropping this in here. Oh wait, Randucci, I didn't show you this. This is what I built last time I was streaming. Zim helped me working through Bricklink Studio, and this has the new Plo Koon figure from the Microfighter. But this is my mock. I'm working on a long form video about it. I'm gonna upload the instructions later. But this is my Plo Koon's Delta ship. I'm super happy with the way that it came out. Speaking of modifications, it's just on my mind. Gee man, you draw sometimes. It's more like a hobby. But you don't modify any of your sets. Do you? So one thing that speaking of drawing and Lego, one thing that I would love to learn how to draw is in the style of the original 2011 Ninjago like promo arts and cards, because I think that those look super cool and like there's just sick style. But I wish that I drew. It would make a lot of the asset creation that I have for my YouTube channel. I did my best to draw, and I wish that I could do better. Very nice, very clean. Thank you. That is high praise coming from your fine self. You have done in the Ninjago style when you were younger? Dude, that's so cool. At some point, I'm going to find a way to... I'm going to either do something with Discord or make it so that folks can post things here, because I would love to see some of your art. Drawing is one of those mystical talents, which, for reference, I went to school for a couple things, for theater and voice acting and music composition. And I always get told by folks who don't do music, like, how music is one of those arts that, like, is mystifying and cool to people who don't do it. Even if you don't think you're very good, like, any musical, like, skill that you've built at all is just, like, cool. Drawing is the same way. Any, like, visual art, I can't draw for the life of me. So seeing, like... even like you were saying, like you draw sometimes. I don't know how good you are. I don't know how good you feel you are, but I bet it's sick. Just because like visual art is sick. Where's this piece? Honey, where's my super suit? ¿Dónde está mi super traje? There we go. Also, I now have a bit of Hindi? Like, you speak a little bit of Hindi? That's cool. Where'd you pick that up? Nike? I wish I spoke enough Spanish to be able to do the, like, I'm the greatest good that you will ever need. What a great bit. Do you mean super suit? Yes, I did. Mi super traje? That's what I was told. Oh, God. Oh, no, I'm going to embarrass myself now. That's what I was told. That's how I was told you say that. If I'm wrong, I'm going to look like an asshole. Yes, yes, my super suit. Full disclosure, I do not speak Spanish very well. I learned a lot when I was in school and retained not much of it. Just how I am with most languages, to be fair, that I've ever studied. I can read them pretty well, but alas. Nice. That's coming out cool. Was there another hallway set that I'm remembering? Because I remember... Maybe it is this set. I remember one of the sets that... one of the hallway sets... Oh, no, it's the Dark Trooper one. Has the really cool... Like, the old... Gosh. My brain, my mouth. My neck, my back. Has the cool, like, lights in the wall that, like, Star Wars ships have. You know what I'm talking about? I want to use those for a mock at some point. Words were fine, just don't gargle the syllables. Well, you see, I was not confident that the words were fine, and so I tried to hide it. But, you know, let this be a lesson. Confidence is key. I learned mostly curse words in Hindi for when scammers call I could curse them out in their language. Oh no. Oh man, that's funny. There's a great number of languages that I've learned a little bit of. I studied French when I was in kindergarten, I think. Kindergarten and first... Let's see. It would have been kindergarten and first grade. Then I would have started learning Spanish when I was in second grade. And I would have studied that second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. That's what, 4 years. Then, at the same time, I also started learning Mandarin Chinese. And then in 6th grade through the end of the time that I was in high school, through 12th grade, I studied Latin. And I also learned to read Greek really early. Because my dad was kind of a strange guy, and he really wanted to teach me Greek. That was what he did in school, excuse me. So he taught me the Greek alphabet, and I learned to read the Greek alphabet before I learned to read the Roman alphabet, which is ours. And so I can read Greek letters, but I don't speak the Greek language. I can read Spanish, and I can follow along with when Michaela's watching telenovelas. I can follow along with the plot mostly, but I don't know that I could speak it well. Mandarin, I can count to... I was in a class where oh boy, it's sticker time. Where it was the same... we had a kids class and an adults class. I'm gonna break out this bad boy. And every time there were new kids added to the class, we had to start over. So I learned how to count to 10 really well in... oh, I don't have my tweezers in here anymore. They're over here. Learned how to count to 10 really well in Mandarin. Latin, I am the closest to fluent in. But even then, not really. I bet that means sun in... Oh, yes! I know that from, whoa, this whole kit's falling apart. I know that from watching, Ms. Marvel. She calls her son Beta. Okay, where's our sticker sheet? Also, guys, look at this. Look at this. And this sticker that's right in the fold here is like peeling up. That's abysmal. Hang on, let me focus better. Like, come on now. I know we just had a bad time with stickers over the ARC 170, but maybe this is the year that I finally hop on the stickers are sin bandwagon. Never been a fan, but that's not great, but it's okay. That's why I ain't spoken any Hindi in the chat. Fair enough. Oh, I started peeling the layer off, the top layer off that. Can I get under here, please? Oh my god, it ripped! It literally ripped in the corner there. Man. This is why we can't have anything nice. Please focus back down. There we go. That's a bummer. I mean, not that I was really gonna, like... Oh my god, I just, like, tore it in another spot. The hey, dude? Wow. Okay. Okay. Here's where we're at. It tore in this corner, and then I scraped it barely with the tweezers there, and it scratched it. God, what are we looking at? A retro looking set in the year of our Lord 2025? Oh wait, I still have 2 more of those. Lovely. My set had that problem. I called Lego and they gave me another sticker sheet. Oh, specifically this set, or was it just another one that that had that? I could do that. I could call them. Can you ask for a replacement if you placed a sticker and it was bad? I imagine not, right? Because I had the bad stickers with the ARC 170, but I placed them anyway. And they got all, like, bubbly and gross, and then they didn't come up properly. Which, you know, I guess technically my fault, but not my fault, though. So that'd be cool if I could get replacements that way. But, like I said, my fault, so I can't imagine that they'd replace something like that. Where's the last cheese slope? Where are you? There we go. That's the best one, by far. Yes, they'll replace it, but you have to say that the set didn't come with it. Okay. But the thing is that I don't necessarily need a new sticker sheet, although I guess that would be nice. What I really want is a new windscreen piece. I feel like mine now has gunk all over it. Oh man, the one that looks bad looks really bad. Oh well, it's fine. My R2-D2 sticker sheet was messed up, so I called them. Fair. Cap our little tweezers here. No, it probably doesn't help that I also didn't put the piece on properly. Not that I think it really made much of a difference, but we'll rock with it anyway. Rinducci, how'd your steak end up coming out, man? Your steak and risotto. Man, are there any prints in this set, or is it all stickers? I'd love some more wall detail here, but I think I might be SOL. Bit over medium, but it was good. Shouldn't have put it in the... Wait, put it in the toaster? What? Man, you're gonna have to give me more backstory than that. Last I saw, it was so you had something sizzling away in the pan. You were working on the risotto. It was looking gorgeous. Toaster oven. I guess that's better. I don't cook steak. I don't know anything about steak. Do you normally put it in a toaster oven? Because that seems, well, a little unorthodox, I guess. Oh, cool. This is the... Oh, is this the mechanic for the door? First off, that's very satisfying. That should be in, like, a fidget toy right there. And then the long boy. Right in the back through there. That's very satisfying. It's a little less rolly now, but that's fine. God, I can make a whole, like, thing about Lego fidget toys. So this is a fidget toy that I have that I made out of Lego. It's a bunch of these 4-way gears on this 4-axle piece. They go like this, alternating like this. And this is my favorite fidget toy in the world. They just rotate like this. And it's just rotating gears. Which is so stinking cool. And, like, satisfying. Maybe I'll make something about that. And anyway, so we have that, and now we have a roller bar back here. And more stickers. It's more sticker time. Okay, here we go. I have to make 3 more of these? What the bump, dude? Okay, you can, let's see, you can broil in a toaster oven. I just usually sear it in a pan and it cooks well, but this cut was thicker, so I decided to sear and finish cooking in the oven, which I've done before. Okay, but the toaster oven didn't work like your normal, toaster oven didn't work like your normal oven? We'll use this screwed up one, or we'll try. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I do this. I can rotate it. Right, and despite our limitations, we've perfected it. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but perfection. Honestly, the color matching for these whites is really nice. So, it kind of doesn't matter if these stickers are a little bit off-center. Not that they are, though, because my method is perfect. Uh-oh. Perfection method is... found a flaw. There we go. My new channel I created yesterday has 1,500 views, 10 subs, and 50 likes. Dude, that's awesome. Like I said, I'll check it out later, but what have you been posting? Because that's, frankly, some pretty awesome numbers for one day. Let's go on the bottom like this. What should I name my channel? Well, anything but Brickstorian. I don't know, G-Man's not a bad name for it, I guess. Although I guess that's kind of, that's Half-Life's thing, isn't it? I don't know, I struggled enough to come up with Brickstorian, to be perfectly honest. But I was pretty proud of that. I love that these basically just look like AC vents that are standing on top of these pillars. Man, if I end up liking this this hallway set, I'm gonna be so devastated by that fact. So it's so resistant. That's fine. Brickin' with the G's. What about like OG bricks or something? Well, first off, is it just Lego stuff, I'm assuming? I'm also wondering if you could do some sort of pun with like the G that's already in Lego, maybe. Why did I do that? That was... No, oh, I was supposed to do that. Why did I do it? Because the instructions told me to. Just a couple shorts with a couple edits and a green background. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. There we go. There's one half of a doorway. And I guess this is going to slide back and forth on this track here, but I wonder how this is going to do it. Oh, rats. I was supposed to do two of those. I can has read. Just like, oh yeah. What about LE? No, I was gonna say LEG man, but that just sounds like your leg man, which implies a different genre, like I don't know, running or whatever. Need to get a better background. Yeah. Well, honestly, something I've found is that if you're like, your content's good and you're having a good time, a lot of the video production stuff matters less than you'd think. I mean, I'm here with, I'm using literally my iPhone as my webcam up here. This is just my desk mat. And not that I am necessarily the pinnacle of success here, but, you know, we're having fun, so that's okay. That's kind of the most important thing about doing YouTube, is that you got to enjoy it, because if you don't, you're just setting yourself up for having a bad time. What did oh, look at that. Just stuck to the bottom here. Recommend any lights? Ooh, that's that's technically a funny one, for reasons that you wouldn't know, but I actually, my day job is as a lighting designer. So yes, there's a lot of, it depends on what your budget is. Given that you have an 800 square foot Lego room and you're buying a bunch of old sets, I'm gonna guess that your budget is pretty high. The light that I've got right now is just a basic ring light, which you can see if I put anything shiny on it, like this Lego case. You can see that's my setup right there. But softbox lighting is going to be key. So the idea is that you want to have multiple lights, each one without a whole lot of like this lamp over here casts shadows that you can see. because it's just a regular light, but this ring light, because it's so spread out, doesn't actually cast a whole lot of directionally down shadows. The only shadows you see are from the lamp over here, which you can see as they... Anyway, your goal is to have 3 lights, 3 soft lights like that, so that everything looks well lit. I, alas, only have 2 soft lights, which is why some of my long form videos that happen over on my Lego table, the lighting is not amazing. But I'm working on it. We're getting there. For myself, I know I'm trying not to let myself get too swept up in the desire for more, better gear. Because I will end up spending all of my money on that. And I want to spend all of my money on Lego, gosh darn it. So, I guess my recommendation is start with whatever lights you have. Then find what feels like it's not working. And then work from there. So, if if you're recording with the lights you have and you go, gosh, I have too much shadow in this one area. I really want to fix that. Then you can find a light that fits that need. I'm really tempted to start the wax sealing right now. For context, Michaela is working on our wedding invitations, and we're going to wax seal them. And so she's been putting cards in envelopes while we've been hanging out here. She wants to start out the wax sealing. That would be super cool. Why don't you do a test one? That will be just for us. This is my suggestion. You asked EB and he said the same thing as you? Yep. Well, that's how I know it's good advice. Put that down right, yes. Do I know who EB is? Yeah, it's Turny Bricks, right? I don't come to his lives a whole lot because I don't have a whole lot of my work schedule is weird. So I'm not super able to like tune into YouTube lives a whole lot. Usually the only time that I'm like free enough to sit down and do this, I'm streaming myself. Eternity Bricks, isn't it? Did I get that wrong? Am I gonna make a fool of myself again like I did with the Spanish, or am I just mumbling again like I did with the Spanish? Yeah, Eternity. Okay, cool. Lesson learned. I'm just mumbling today, guys. But yeah, most of the time that I have to commit to stream stuff, I stream myself. Hey, wait a second. That's brown, right? That's real actual brown, right? Is it in other... Yeah, it's red here. Ooh. Look at the difference between these. One of those is dark red. One of those is most certainly brown. Oh well. But, fun little misprint, I guess? In big air quotes. G-Man, you're a mod on his channel, and so is Randucci. Nice. I know Randucci's talked about playing, I think, Fortnite with them before. I've had some frustrations because of their printing tone or two. Yeah, for sure. I wish they did a little better. Also, Michaela, if you're listening, would you mind feeding the cats? Not to call out our personal stuff on here, but Gotham is now bugging me. He gets fed at 10 p.m., which is what time it is here. Need a 1x3. Don't I? No, 1x4 first. Ah, here it is. I'm just blind, and that's okay. Oh my gosh, this piece does exist! Huh. Oh, so for reference, here's a weird struggle I've been having. This piece right here. So I've been working on some mocks recently for Lego Pokemon. I know obviously it's coming out next year. But I've been building some of my own just for funs. And I built a Lego Rhyhorn, and I was doing it all with snot bricks. And I was using this piece specifically. This is different than the headlight brick because it doesn't have a recession here, and it doesn't have a little lip that sticks out here, which I don't have a headlight brick in front of me right now. So it's just a 1x1 snot brick. And Bricklink Studio says it doesn't exist. So when I tried to build the instructions on there, it just straight up didn't load or didn't work. Like I couldn't find it is the words that I'm looking for. So that's wild that this is here. Let's see. Attorney Bricks lets his viewers play Fortnite with him. He's great. He was streaming building the Optimus Prime and got up to 312 likes. Holy moly. And 13k views. 13k concurrent views or like all-time views? That's crazy. Good for him, man. I think the most concurrent just this morning. That's awesome. I'm assuming by how impressed you guys are that is not his normal pull for streams. What did I miss? Oh, I missed a 1x2 here. Oh, no, not another ad that I have to talk loudly over because I don't want to get struck by something. There we go. We're thriving. We're back. Gosh, if only I could read and these steps were easier. He's normally in the 25s, 30s. His normal likes is 50. Oh my lord. You got up to 312 likes and 13k views. Lately he's been getting up to the hundreds doing vertical streams in the shorts feed. Interesting. I didn't think of that. I didn't actually, to be honest, I didn't know you could do that on YouTube. I knew you could do that on TikTok, but I didn't know that you could do that on YouTube. Ooh, you got me thinking. I feel like you gotta have the right setup for that though, right? Like, I don't think I have the right setup. Maybe I would if I did it. So I've been thinking about changing up how I do these streams. Not actually in terms of like content or anything. But I have the Lego table in the other room, which is where I do all of my long form videos. And I've been thinking about moving my live streams out there so that I have a little bit of like a better setup. And also I don't have to keep moving things in between the other room and this room. But I've been a little bit resistant to it because I have to move my sound gear, which is tough. So, a lot of people are swiping up and new people popping constantly. You got a phone and a tripod. That's all you need in good internet. You know I do. Huh. SB30's been the past 2 weeks getting 50 likes constantly. Yeah, you're right, because people just swipe. Huh. Bet I could do that. You guys are sparking new ideas in my head. Because one of the things that I really like, or really value about my setup here is that I feel like I have pretty good production quality. I've got a better camera now, I've got good lighting, and I've got a good... this is the microphone I use for reference. This is an Audio-Technica AT2020. Like I said, music and voice acting, so I nerd out about sound a lot. I wonder if I could take that into the other room. I feel like I'd really have a cool thing going on. Okay, this one sits solid. Look at that, we've got a doorway. 7 people. Yeah, I've got 7 people watching right now. Which, thank you all of you. I know a couple of you, but for those who maybe are watching but haven't chimed in, thank you for coming anyway. Yeah, I think the max concurrent viewers I've ever gotten was 12. Which, given the size of my channel, I'm pretty happy with. I'm really just doing this for fun, and I only started like a month ago, so I only just got to 100 subscribers, not consistently constantly creating content, and I hit like 40 doing random PC build. Oh yeah, I saw that PC build video. I was thinking like, oh man, he's really branching out. That's cool. For my latest ATST 25. Yeah. Oh, and you did your cooking stream too. Was vertical, wasn't it? So it probably popped up in the shorts feed. G-Man, I don't know how long I can stay. No worries, my man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by. That's interesting. I never really thought about doing... Because when I was watching some of your vertical streams, I was watching them all on my laptop. So I figured you were just doing it for convenience sake. I for sure will think about it. I just got to think about what I want to actually be like building or doing with it. But I will. Michaela, oh, you did one of the wax seals and it came out well? You want to come show it off? Well, can you show it off without doxing us? Alright, bag 4. 4 out of 5. We're going. More people watch shorts than long form. That is for sure true. I also know that YouTube just changed, not just, it was probably a couple months ago now, changed the way that it does shorts numbers. Which actually, G-Man, is, if you don't know, is good information for you to have. Because it used to be different than the way that TikTok does it. It used to be that you have to watch a video for a certain percentage of the time for it to count as a view. And they changed that. So now anytime somebody swipes onto your video, it counts as a view. And then an actual view where somebody stays around and watch is called engaged views now. So engaged views is what views used to be. And views are now impressions, which is the same way TikTok does it, and the same way Reels did it. Likely they changed it because of advertisers. Oh, and this is where my tech lover is coming out. But yeah, so the views on YouTube Shorts are kind of skewed right now. But that's not a bad thing, in my opinion. I don't know. I like the ego boost that I get from seeing like I had a short about a Ninjago store about my Ninjago store display, and that short got like 50,000 views in like in a couple days, which is awesome. Most of my shorts obviously don't do that, but I also have separate shorts series that I run, which was cool. Let's see. I'm doing another one. Oh, hang on. Going farther back than that. Just read a book and stream it. You got the voice for it. You know what? That's not a bad idea, actually. Specifically because I have The Secret Life of Lego. Secret Life of Bricks, I think is the name of the book. I just call it The Secret Life of Lego. Which is a book I've been meaning to do a video on at some point. But I haven't actually gotten around to reading it. I could just, like, read. And I could read that book. Oh my god, that could be fun. I just gotta find the time for it. Oh, Randucci, you're the best. I appreciate you. Got a bunch of great ideas. Oh yeah, brother. I appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, so here's the headlight bricks. This is what's different about them compared to the other ones, is that these have the little lip here, and the stud placement is slightly different. And this everyone knows exists, but the other piece, Bricklink Studio, for whatever reason, does not think exists. So, c'est la vie. Or, as they say in France, c'est la vie. Okay, so here's where the last of these stickers is going on. I'm not even going to bother to bust out my magnifying glass, because honestly, this might be easier. The tweezers was the right move. Close enough. Nailed it. And then I bet we're going to do, yep, we're going to do this build-up thing. And then we're going to put, that's where the last sticker goes. Hell yeah. Where's that last, here it is. It was disguising itself as a minifigure. I gotta go, had a long day, gotta get some sleep. Hope to chat again soon. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping by, my man. I appreciate you. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Sleep well. Honestly, I'm probably not far behind yet once I finish this up. Good night, good night. Yeah, that's something I think about too with like streaming like this, is I wonder if I'm doing it at the right time, because the past couple times I've been doing it on Sundays. Obviously today's a Saturday, which just worked out with my work schedule. But like, I think G-Man lives in Puerto Rico. I can't imagine what time zones it has to be all around the world for folks. So thank you all for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Has to be cool, but I made a great one for you to show. Oh, heck. Oh, it has two cool. I see. Yeah. Dude, I'm excited to see it. Just make sure it doesn't have any, like, address notification on it. Whew. It's also sweaty up in here. Well, it's warm. I keep saying it's sweaty. It's warm in here. I'm sweaty up in here. This slots right in like this. Oh, no. I'm silly. I didn't put the pieces on. Hee hee. The more you talk about Lego, the worse you get at building. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Did it on the fish cutting board. Nice. Oh, I already put that down. Great. Now these should line up. Perfectly, I tell you. Perfectly. Honestly, the doorways are pretty cool. I'll give them that. I say, breaking other parts of the set here. That's fine. We're rocking with it. Alright, here is a wax seal. Ooh. There it is. That's super cool. Are these mixed beads? Like some gold and some blue? That's cool. That's super cool. I'm stoked about that. There we go. Oh, focus back, please. There we go. In theory, my new camera should be autofocusing, but alas. I also got to be figuring out where I'm going to put 5s in this clone display. Because I have all my 501st troopers up along here. And there's not room for new minifigures at the moment. Which is a bummer. They're really supposed to have a gap? No, it's supposed to have a black piece here. Like that. And like that. And I'm being given an update. This is what it looks like with gold paint applied. That now the tree here is all gold and reflective, which looks freaking awesome. That's super cool. I wonder why you have these translucent or transparent red pieces on here. I wonder if... I guess you can kind of see them. That's cool. Cool. And then this goes across here. Ah, cool. We're balancing everything out here. Plus some of these. I know that one of the most popular mocks to do with this set is to do a bunch of hallways connected to each other, which I would love to do in theory, but I feel like that's got to be super expensive. And that's how you end up with multiple of the ARC Trooper 5s, I bet. I bet that's why he's actually been dropping in price recently, is because people have been building bigger versions of this and then end up with 1 million of the collectible minifigure. Actually, speaking of, it's time we get to him. Let's crack open this last BBB bad boy bag. Awesome. And we're also going to do the Vader. I want to do 5s first because I'm impatient. And that's how we do. Are all the pieces for his backpack out? Or some are for sure in here. Yeah, I feel like I like it better with the gold. I agree. You mean the gold, like, coloring? Because I for sure agree about that. I think it looks pretty rad in general. I wonder if this is the same backpack as the old ARC Trooper. Let's take a look at that in a second once I can find pieces. Here we go. Oh, wait, he has a cloth piece, too. Forgot about the cloth piece. I seem to remember the cloth piece being kind of ugly. Yeah, here it is. Oh, it's way stiffer than I was picturing. Maybe that's just because I have the soft Darth Vader cape. This is way stiffer than I was imagining. This is like proper... Interesting. Okay, so this goes on first. And then the pauldron goes like this. That's so funny because that's gonna look so dated once the new battle pack comes out with the new molded pauldrons. That's gonna look so I mean, it already looks goofy. It looks like he has a bib. It looks like he's one of those dinosaurs that has the frills around his neck. And then, obviously, our obligatory... I have so many of these now. Just 1 million packs of pieces. Cool. There's our 5s. He gets his little guns. I mean, it's cool to have him. I wish that he were a little bit better. I know folks have problems with the printing on his helmet. I actually don't have a whole lot of an issue with the printing on his helmet. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab, I have a custom 5s that I've been using for mocks for a while. Let me go grab that so I can compare the two. Give me 1 second. Okay, here he is. Here's the custom 5s that I've been using. Some of the things that I like about him is that he has hard printing or hard sculpting for his pauldron, and he has actually a hard piece for his comma here. So what I'm a little bit tempted to do, if I can, is swap them around a little bit. Actually, pause real quick because I love the face on this. And I actually don't know if I realized that he had a custom face print. Which, to be fair, is kind of the bare minimum for, like, a custom character like this. But, you know, c'est la vie. Here's the backpack. Oh, and I also wanted to compare... It is. Here's the backpack on the older ARC Trooper. It's the exact same backpack. I wish that they still had this molded piece for the helmet like this. Because this was such a peak helmet design. 5s just gets the regular Phase 2 helmet treatment. Which is okay, I suppose. Oh, but you know what? In comparison, look at... Hang on, let me put this figure back together the way that he was intended. Because this does kind of make me mad a little bit. So, 2 ARC Troopers that we've gotten official LEGO minifigures of. Let's zoom in here a little bit. The printing I don't really care about. That's fine. But look at the pauldrons. The way that this one comes down around the shoulders. And this one just sits flat like this. For a 25th anniversary figure? Come on, guys. Do better than that. Even, like, a more recent one. Here's the Captain Rex. The pauldron comes down around his arm. This one just sits flat like this. This looks fake. This looks like a knockoff. More so than this custom down here. Looks more real. So, we're going to improve it here. Just a skosh. Going back to this. Take this off. This guy, is this a custom head? No, it's just an ugly one. We're fully going to take him apart over here because I don't really need him anymore. Now that we got the real deal, we'll just use him for accessories. So we're going to start with the comma covering. That's already better. If LEGO won't do cloth commas, maybe we can persuade them to do printed ones. Or molded ones. Like the old ones. I don't know, they used to have commas that were molded, and then they went to cloth, and we just got nothing. Here's it with... maybe it won't go with both of these. Maybe I have to do the backpack first. Maybe it won't work at all with the backpack. Well, then let's ignore the backpack for a second. Because the backpack's probably the less important piece. And then let's put this back on, the helmet back on. That's a complete Fives figure. Right there. Commaed up, pauldroned up. That's pretty perfect. But alas, we can't have nice things. So, here we are. Put this all back together. Because I do, as part of my like collection here, I like to preserve the way that things are. And the imperfection of the product. Mainly because then we can see how things have improved over time. So, we're going to put this guy back in his place. On the shelf, and we'll find a spot for you in a bit, I promise. But for now, how do I build this stand? Yeah, just one on either side. That marks 3 of the 25th anniversary figures that I have. A year late, but that's okay. I have 5s, I have Saw Gerrera, and now I have ARC Trooper 5s. No, 5s, Saw Gerrera, and Darth Malak. That's how it goes. And then we'll build Darth Vader. A good minifigure, I guess. But everyone's 5th Darth Vader figure. Which is fine, because at least one of the Darth Vaders that I have has the unique head mold, head print from the Obi-Wan set. The Obi-Wan battle set from the show. Which is super cool. So I actually have that one without his helmet on. This one just has the white head, which is the same as the one that I got in another set that I forget what I got that Darth Vader in. I suppose I can check if I go real quick onto my brick set here. And go minifigures I own. I guess I could just search Vader. Minifigs. Yeah, all the cool ones, I know, because I'm looking at value used. Let's look at... Well, let's look at what's the least valuable Darth Vader. This one! And I own one of him, because he's in 3 sets. Oh, interesting. So this is a unique one compared to the one that I have. The other one that I have is this. Okay, what's the difference? Printed arms. Oh, it's the cape. White head with a frown. Cool. Now I have the stretchy one. Oh, because the other one that I got was in the Darth Vader mech. So great. Now I have one that has a stretchy cape. I feel pretty lucky. Whatever. Actually, I like the stretchy capes a little bit better. I'm still not a fan of these Darth Vader helmets, and that is a topic for another day, but that is a hill that I will die on. This Darth Vader helmet is garbage. It looks terrible. It looks like he is always looking up at something or someone, which I guess works for this set because he's doing the choking of Captain Antilles, who's like hovering there. So it works that he's looking up, but like you cannot tell me that this Darth Vader, let me focus the camera real quick. You cannot tell me that this minifigure is looking straight ahead. Like, that's, nonsense, but whatever. The hills that we die on. A little sleek. Ooh, this is a printed piece. There is a printed piece in here. Heck yeah. Finally. That I'm nearly put in the wrong spot, but that's okay. And now, here's one of these little 1x1 bricks that Brickling Studio says don't exist. But finally, I will have vindication. Gosh, now I'm thinking about that idea that Randucci had earlier about just reading out stuff from a book on a live stream. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Especially because some of the content that I have on my YouTube channel is kind of ASMR style. Like some piece sorting videos. So it'll be cool it'll be fun to do a little bit more of that. Oh wait. If only I could read. The more you know about Lego, the worse at building you get. I will die on that hill as well. Or maybe it's just because I'm talking. Who knows? Maybe if I shut up, I'd be better at Lego. It's okay. It's part of the charm. Hey, Luffy, how's it going? Good afternoon, evening, or whatever it is where you are right now. We're building a little Tantive 4 action here with our clone display over here. I should build this all vertically, shouldn't I? And then come back to it. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm also doing well. I'm a little bit warm. But beyond that, we're rocking out. Morning for you. You're lucky, I think. Nah, it's 10:30 where I'm at right now, so I'm a little bit sleepy, a little bit warm, but that is honestly the best time to be building Lego, to be perfectly honest. Very relaxing, very good vibes. Yeah, we're building the Tantive 4, which I just recently went out and bought because the Kohl's near me had it on super sale. 4:30 a.m. My friend, our definitions of morning are, well, I guess they're technically in line. You are technically right. It is technically the morning where you are. Yeah, anyway, I got a notification, I think from Reddit or somewhere, that Kohl's was doing big sales on this set, which is awesome because I like it in theory, but I thought it was super overpriced for what it was. And they're selling it for $30, which is much more reasonable. Wait, what? Did I do this wrong? No. What? Oh, like this. Yes. There's that, and then it closes. Is this how the door works? Yeah, it's closed, and then they bust it down, and it's all Darth Vader fiery. That's cool. So yeah, I went in, got it for $30, and that is a much more reasonable price. We're thriving. You woke up at 4? Dang. Why'd you wake up at 4? Is that for work reasons, or is that just when you normally get up? Because I gotta be perfectly honest. Only the promise of getting paid would get me up at such an hour. Or, I don't know, just can't sleep, I guess would also be another perfectly valid reason. Because you fell asleep at 9 p.m.? Do you normally fall asleep at 9 p.m.? Or was this a happy accident? Or an unhappy accident? Because I gotta be honest, that's also a little bit out of my usual schedule. Okay, is this the mechanism that keeps it from falling all the way out? Oh, wait, is this gonna be motorized so I can turn it from the back? Oh, that's cool. If I'm correct. If I'm not, Lego, you should have done it. Oh yes, if I only had looked at the next page. The more you know about Lego, the worse you are at building. Okay, so this little handle turns back here and opens that. Oh, that's so cool. So that means I gotta stand Darth Vader back there on the regular, huh? Oh yeah, it shows you that. Oh, and you can also control it from the side. That's cool. That's why it has handles on both. Does that mean that... Is this red piece going to be a backdrop here? Because that could be kind of cool. So yeah, Luffy, why are you falling asleep at 9 p.m.? Are these trans black? Cool. Good to see the new trans black color, like, showing up in sets more. I just got ordered one for my Plo Koon mock. Here. I just ordered this canopy in trans black that I have to imagine only comes in the Jedi Bob Starfighter set. And it was actually pretty reasonable to find on Bricklink. So that was good to see. I thought about giving it the trans brown windscreen that the old 2008 one, but you know, c'est la vie. I think it looks better this way. Happy accident. These days I haven't been sleeping well because of the heat. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know where you live. I don't need to, but here where I live, it's normally pretty cool. And this past couple weeks has just been... I mean, I'm in my office right now, which does not have AC, like other parts of my apartment do. And I am sweating buckets. Which is why I keep my face off of the camera. You can see every time I rest my arm down on the instructions, they like stick to my arm. You live in Switzerland and it's still gross over there. You live in a much cooler place than I do. I live in the US, but I live in one of the temperature cool places. I don't know what I call it. Cool beyond that, but it is temperature cool usually. And yeah, not right now. But that's okay. That's why we're here building Lego. Can't sleep? Build a Lego set. Can't build a Lego set? Watch someone else build a Lego set. Right? Surely that's how it goes. It reminds me of when I was a kid and, when I was younger, and people used to get super mad about the idea of watching Let's Players on YouTube. They're like, why would you watch someone play a video game? I'm like, well, A, because it's fun. And B, because it's, I don't know, you're not really watching them, like, to live vicariously through the video game, necessarily. You might be, which is valid, but I wasn't at the time. I was watching it for the people and the conversation, and, like, it's just a vibe. Also, I tend to ramble a bunch, if you haven't noticed, so. Alright. The weather here is so special. Summer, you can't even breathe. Summer, you can't even breathe, and winter comes. Literally the planet Hoth here. That's funny. Yeah, I can't imagine. You're lucky you've been getting snow, though, because that's one of the things we've been struggling with over here in the States. One of the many things. But weather-wise, we haven't gotten any snow up here in quite a while. Not like real snow. Like when I was a kid, I remember there was a Halloween snowstorm. And it, like, screwed things up for a while. Because it was so stinking cold. Nope, not cold. There was so much snow. As I was building and talking. And the past couple of years, there's been, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 snowstorms. Don't know in Fahrenheit, but in Celsius it can go to 40 degrees, and in the winter, minus 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, so your 0 degrees Celsius is our 32. So I'm willing to bet, unless somebody else in the chat knows the conversions, I'm willing to bet that's pretty close to our 0 degrees on the lower end. And 40 degrees... I don't know, what is 40 degrees? Oh, I'm missing a lot of pieces. Am I? Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I miss a bunch here? Why am I missing a black 2x4? Or why do I have an extra black 2x4? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, it's for this. I knew that. Haha. That's for that. But then why do I have so many extra... Are these for extending the set? I didn't see them in the instructions anymore. Hey, Toilet Punisher 28. That is one heck of a name. But I like your profile picture. Right now we're building the Chanted 4 hallway set. I have a bunch of extra pieces here. So this shows how to combine them. And it shows a piece coming out of here. And I guess the other ones must go here. Oh, also, hang on, Toilet Punisher. I read it wrong. Hello there. There we go. Okay. Now, we get to place our minifigs on here somehow. So we're going to put our rebels on this. That rotates to kick him off. That's cool. That's fun. You join late? No, no worries. We still have a little bit left. We still gotta find a place for 5s and rearrange our clone display here. So we're not quite done. Let's put our other rebel trooper here, just for posterity. And then we'll put our stormtroopers over here. 1 and 2. Right, so that's how you do it, right? And then Antilles is leading the charge here in the front. We're going to put Darth Vader. Let's open this up. So this is, I didn't know that this was motorized. Motorized is maybe the wrong word, but automated like this. There's a little switch back here. And you pull this, and the door opens. And there's also a switch back here, which is super cool. So we're going to leave this open for the moment. And we're going to put Vader... Oh, hang on. We got to get him doing his lightsaber thing. He has in Rogue One. That's going to be cool. Oh, and I should get a light kit or something to go back here to, like, illuminate it from the back. So you see the lightsaber. Oh, I've closed that. That would be cool. I'm sure people have done some sick lightsaber, like, light kit mods for this set. Cool, cool. Where'd I get that box from? This box over here, I got this from Amazon. Literally off Amazon. If you look up minifigure case, I believe it's by a company called Verani. And they make this one, and they make a bigger one. I got this one because I spend all my money on Lego sets, and I need to be better about that so that I can buy nicer ways to display my Lego sets. But There is a bigger one, and I'm going to get a bigger one at some point to house the expanding clone collection. Excuse me, burping. I do want to run over to my collection real quick. I can't take my camera with me, so I'm going to have to leave you here for just like 2 minutes. I want to get the Dark Trooper hallway set and see if these two can stack, because I think that would be a really cool way of displaying these two sets aesthetically. So let me just, I'm going to put my headphones here. If my headphones are here, it means I'm stepping away for just a second, but I'll be quick. Hold tight. Oh no, these are not going to work. Oh, that one's way smaller. Oh boy. Okay. Well, they'll kind of work, I bet. They're yeah, they're smaller, but honestly, that might work. That might work. I'm New York now. That might work in this one's favor. It's also dusty because it's been sitting on my shelf for too long. I've been neglecting to get better dust-proof shelves. If we do that, does it stick? Does it clutch at all? What if I put this one forward? I can use these two studs that are right here. And we can line the doorways up over one another. I know I'm shooting this from top down, so it's kind of hard to see at the moment, but bear with me. Let's grab a couple of these extra pieces. Put one there. Put one there. And we'll put one here. And we'll line all these up. Okay. There we go. Well, let's put Darth... Okay, for the sake of symmetry, let's put Darth Vader slightly more forward. And also for the sake of, I think we need to close this door in order to be able to set it down. Gosh, my fingers are not as dexterous as I wish. Okay. Maybe I'll remove the stormtroopers too, because I'll put them somewhere else on another set. That way they feel more symmetrical. Let's... Okay, we can make this good. Luffy, I like the Mando Season 2 better. I agree. I think that it's a better set with cooler like, these Dark Troopers are so cool. Let's grab this little translucent or transparent piece here. We'll put Antilles up on his thing. He will have dropped his gun. Does he have a choking face? Yes, he does. Gross and awesome. We'll put him... we'll take this off for a sec. We'll put it back. Although I kind of want it for symmetry. We'll line it up like this. Wait. We can get really cool with this. Why don't we have him... We'll put Vader here, so he matches Luke closely. We'll put this guy... Put Antilles here. No... He's got to be farther back. He's got to be the equivalent of this one here. Let's put him here. Let's have one rebel trooper coming in from this side. And we'll have one rebel trooper coming in from this side. That way. Oh, let me attach the two. Y'all, this is going to be sick. Just attach it like that. Like father, like son. That's kind of awesome. I bet I could extend this too if I were willing to modify it. Maybe we'll even do this so it feels longer. No. But I could modify this so that the two were like symmetrical. And then I hope someday that they build a mall hallway scene from his hallway in Clone Wars Season 7. That's cool. That's cool as heck. Let's place that up here. These stormtroopers are fine. I was talking about it earlier this evening, but I am, in the long term, going to be working on a Fortress Inquisitorius mock. So, stormtroopers will just go in that army build. And they'll show up in that. So, they'll sit over here for the moment. Let's figure out this Clone Wars. Or this Clone Army situation. Because, and the reason to go back earlier to what I was saying about the cases. The reason that I want to get a bigger case for this is because my clone army is expanding. They will always be making new clones. And this is pretty much full. So, top row here is the originators. So I'm gonna put the new Lama Su here, the one that's coming out in the new 2025 Playscale Jango Fett Slave 1. I've got the original Jango Fett here. I'm gonna put the same new Jango Fett that comes in the new Playscale Slave 1 here. I'm gonna put Baby Boba Fett here from that same set. I've got the OG Boba Fett. I've got the Boba Fett that comes in the mech set, because I think it's one of the best ones that's out there right now, minus the shoulder pauldron that he should have. But alas, we'll put him here. And then I'm thinking about putting the... Maybe I'll try to put the reforged one from the Mandalorian here. Although I'm not super happy with that minifigure, so that's fine. We've got Omega here. And we've got Nala Se here. So then this is our Phase 1 troopers. I realize I can take these out to show you. And we'll set our focus to be about here. These are all my Phase 1 troopers. I've got my 2002 one, 2008 Clone Wars, 2023 Clone Wars? Or, sorry, the Attack of the Clones ones. The one with the pauldron and such, our Clone Gunner, Clone Commander, ARF Trooper, and ARC Trooper. Then this is where it gets tricky, because this is where all my 501st Troopers are, and I kind of thought we were done getting 501st Troopers. I've got the Battle Pack one, the Jetpack one, the Heavy Trooper from the second Battle Pack, the Clone Commander. I got this cool custom comma to go down here. Captain Rex, the most recent one, the Clone Sniper, then Captain Vaughn, and the 332nd Trooper. And then down here are other battalions. So I've got my shiny Phase 2, my Phase 2 Gunner, 212th, Commander Cody, Commander Fox, Shock Trooper, 187th, and 187th Airborne. And down at the bottom, if I can get this in. There we go. Are Specialty Troopers. So my 2005 Phase 2, 2005 91st, 2005 Clone Pilot. This is the Clone Pilot that came with the V-Wing. Nope. Sorry. It's the Emperor's Shuttle. The one that had the transforming Anakin. These are the three that came with the... what is it? The ARC 170. And this is the one that came in the most recent... the Camino training facility. So, at this point, I've got 5s here. He's going to make his way in here. But that means I have to take one of these out. The Vaughn one, I was a bit disappointed with the helmet. Could have been different from the 332nd ones. You know, you're right. You know what? You're so right. Oh, no, because... I was going to say, you're so right that I'll take out the other 332nd and put just Vaughn in here. Because he basically stands for all of them. But actually, the one that I have here... If I can get my camera to focus. Which is... Struggle. This is the one from the AAT that doesn't have the helmet holes. So I was putting them next to each other so you can see the difference. But maybe I just take this guy out for now. And I'll put him back when I get a bigger case. I think I gotta get a bigger case at this point, no matter what. Boo. Boo, tomato, tomato. To quote a friend of mine. Okay, so we'll take him out. Then we'll scooch these guys down one. And we'll put 5s right here next to Rex. That's a pretty clean lineup right there. That looks pretty good. With that. The clone gunner is really nice. Which clone gunner? I've got the phase 2 one down here and the phase 1 up here. The only one that I'm missing the 2013 clone gunner one. But I like, oh god, I like all of these. Both of these are really nice. I love that this one finally got leg printing. And I actually, as much as, you know, I know the helmet holes are kind of divisive, I really like this new visor piece. So I put it on the clone gunner from the ATT, which you're saying is the one that you like. And I agree. I think that visor just looks, it's a little funky that it, ooh. I think it's a little funky that the like controls are up here. And I kind of wish it was printed, but this is definitely the way that it's supposed to sit. I don't know. I think it looks really nice. And I love the updated face print. So we're rocking out. Some people say he isn't canon, but he appears on the Hasbro fig from 2005. Interesting. I like when they canonize those Hasbro figs. I like when they canonize toys in general. Like I like that in Ahsoka they have the droid that sits in the E-wing, and he looks like a toy of R2-D2 that came out in the 70s. And so now like that toy is recanonized as being a different droid, which is kind of fun. Yeah, we just don't see him in the movie. Yeah. Is he in... Wait, is he in Revenge of the Sith? Or is he supposed to... I just kind of assumed that he was from, like, the Clone Wars. Because that set is only partially from Revenge of the Sith. I mean, I know it's got Cody, and it's got the 212th, and it has the ATTE that we see in Revenge. But... you know, it has the spider droid and everything. I just kind of assumed it was generic clone scene that happened to also feature. But okay, yeah, he's in the he appears in the toy. Nice. I just wish there was a way we could fit him in here somewhere. I wish there were some of these. Like, I have the same issue with... Oh, no, you know what I'll do? I'll put him with my other... figures that aren't clones. Okay. Search for RTS clone gunner fig. Or, yeah. Let's see. We'll go over to this. We'll search images. Yeah. Oh, here's the... So this is the original. I have this one, and I have this one. This is the 2013 one that came with the tank that I don't have. Let me search Hasbro. I'm guessing it's this one. Ah, good pixels. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, yeah. You can see his helmet matches this one. He's got the little chest piece. Cool. I did not know the history behind that. But that's very cool. Let me go see if I can grab my other... You're gonna put my setup on blast here with the reflection here. Let me go see if I can get my other case of figs. And we'll see if we can fit this guy in there as well. So hang on, I'll be right back. Again. Headphones on the table. we're back. Here's the other case. So this has some of my older figs and some of my OT figs that are non-Clone Wars. Or non-clones, rather. So, here we go. I bet we can fit him in somewhere here. I'm going to take out this Clone Wars Ahsoka. So I want to put it back. I want to put her back in her ship. So we've got our Captain Rex here, who unfortunately I have lost his helmet. So the only way that I could prove that I have him is because of the unique head print here, which is devastating, but that's okay. Put him up here. I like that these minifigures are so pale that they like they clip out with the lighting. Can I adjust my exposure? Yeah. That's as low as it goes. You can see that's hilarious. So this Ahsoka we're going to put back in her Jedi ship, or Ada class ship. We're going to put this clone trooper here. So the way that this is laid out, this is specialty figures. So I have my my Christmas Mandalorian, Christmas Grogu, Christmas Emperor, Christmas Ewok, Jedi Vader, Jack 14, my Revenge of the Sith 2005 Obi-Wan, my 2008 Plo Koon, my Ned Beaks, that's a sick-ass figure, and you can't convince me otherwise. My original Vader, my Obi-Wan Vader, Celebration Luke, Celebration Han, original Luke, original Chewbacca, C-3PO that I'm going to put the leg on him from the keychain to make it look like the UCS one. My Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme, Emperor, Mace Windu. This is the spot for the new Plo Koon, which I have him currently sitting in the ship because I'm still working on filming this video. But phenomenal minifigure here. As soon as I'm finished with that video, I'm going to put him in there. Clone Wars Yoda. Some of my Senate Commandos, Gar Saxon. At some point, I'm hoping to do another case as well that has all my Mandalorian figures in it, minus the Boba Fett, Jango Fett line. Just because I feel like I have so many at this point. Clone Wars, Anakin, Rex, Ahsoka. Now we have our 332nd. Saw Gerrera, Hux, Hu Yang, Darth Maul, Sidious. Bless you. My sneeze figure. My 99 Darth Maul, Count Dooku, Ventress, Savage, Darth Malak, Darth Revan. There we go. Alright. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. We have those figures. We have our clone figures. And then in the center here, as my keyboard starts to fall, we have our hallway scene. I'm going to use this as a thumbnail real quick. So I'm just going to turn off my chat so that I can capture this as a thumbnail. Get these guys out of here. We'll make it perfect. I'll capture that later. And, yeah, just like that. That's good. We'll turn our chat back on. And we'll just chat for a few minutes. Your opinion on the summer sets. Oh, yeah. That's why I put that in the title. Because I have many opinions. They're all a lot, aren't they? You know what? Let me see if I can pull them up on screen. Because so I'm probably not going to buy most of them. Is the unfortunate truth about it. Because most of them are so overpriced that like it's a meme to talk about overpriced Lego Star Wars sets at this point. But they've actually gotten to the point where like I make this stuff. No, I was gonna say for a living. I do not obviously do this for a living, but I make content about Lego Star Wars, and I can't afford to buy new ones. Just pull these. You get to see my cool keyboard, and I'm gonna go over to lego.com over here. Can I go just to coming soon? The MTT, I like it a lot. But it's expensive. But kind of a reasonable expensive, I guess. 976 pieces, not great. V19 Torrent I like a lot. I will almost certainly be getting this set. It has the Clone Pilot, it has a new Clone Wars Obi-Wan, and a new Ventress. I've been looking for a new Ventress for ages, and at 60... Wait, is it really 65? I don't know why I thought it was 70. 65 is better, even. Republic Juggernaut for 160, insane. For many reasons. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen the controversy. Yes, exactly, the Solid Brick Studios review of the Turbo Tank. And here's the thing that, like, really radicalized me about this. $160 for 813 pieces. $70 for... no, heck. For 700 pieces. I wish I could click properly. $70 for 700 pieces. $160 for 800 pieces. Like, come on, Lego. Make the math make sense. I get that this has more minifigures in it. I do. I get that all of them have new custom molds. All the Clone Marines, all the, like the Bakara minifigure, and they all look great. They do. I mean, I know Solid Bricks had his all of his Clone Marines were misprinted. So I get new molds and everything, and they look good, but the build, yeah, the build is just a joke. It doesn't even look that good. I think my biggest gripe with it in terms of the aesthetics, if it'll let me zoom in here, is this like standpoint. If I look up like Lego Juggernaut, no, that's not what they call it, is it? They call it Lego Turbo Tank. This is the one that I always point of comparison on. Nope. Ooh, I shouldn't use Bing. Don't mean to. This little, like, command tower here, like, that's what it's about. That's what it's supposed to be, and you're telling me this is the best we can do? A platform? You're telling me that this has all of, like, the shields and everything, and these headlights over here, and, like, various guns and everything, and this has none of that? I guess that has the shield disc here. I guess that's this. But headlights, guns? What are we looking at here? There's already an alt build of turning into a UTAT. Oh, it's the set that it should have been. Yeah, exactly. The wheels I don't have an issue with. Actually, and the scale I don't have a whole lot of an issue with. Because it's pretty in line with the ATT and the gunship. It's not in scale with them, but it's in line with them. It's about the same size, but it's not to scale, because obviously it's supposed to be 3 times bigger than the ATT. I'm just spouting facts off of other videos I've seen. The Ikari Mundi figure even looks great. All of these are good. Battle droids are fine, but all of these are good. Normally, I have the opinion, especially with the set that I just built, that like if there's a figure you want, it's better to buy the set for that figure, because at least... Oh, no! Hang on, I gotta skip this ad real quick. Or at least mute it. If you're gonna buy a set just for one figure, I still think you should buy the set instead of just buying it off Bricklink, because especially with the like the Fives figure... Okay, I can unmute and go back to music here. You're still getting pieces with it as well. So like where the Fives minifigure was like $30, but the set was retailing for what, 45 or 55 or whatever. I was like, I'll just get the set because at least I get pieces. But then I didn't buy the set until it was $30 anyway, so whatever. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. I don't know what to think really. Then ATTE from 2022 is awesome. Can't say anything bad, but this, nah, it ain't it. Dude, you're so right. I love that ATTE. I have it sitting next to my 2008 one. They both hold up. Like, you know, people talk about Lego changing and everything, but they both hold up. This is not it. 327. Ah, that's what it was. 327. Starcore Battle Pack. Yeah, good set. Too much money. $45 for a battle pack, especially. And I this might not be a hot. Actually, I know it's not a hot take, but this being $45 when the other clone battle pack is still on shelves at $30, often discounted down to like 23, is crazy. You just like played your hand so bad. The only thing that I will say, not that it justifies the price, but it comes with a new rangefinder piece. That's cool. It comes with this new molded pauldron, which is one of the issues I had with the Fives minifigure. And I grabbed this molded pauldron that I wanted to use for him, but it doesn't work with his backpack, so, you know, c'est la vie. But molded pauldron is a huge upgrade. Still not worth $45. I really wanted the MTT and the Juggernaut, but I might just get the UCS ATST at the point. I was hyped for nothing. Yeah, one of the other guys who was in my chat earlier was talking about the UCS ATST. I'm not a big fan of the ATST as a a vehicle in Star Wars, but I'm glad that there are so many people who are really vibing with that set because it is awesome. Jango Fett Starship. This one I will be getting. This is like, price per piece isn't everything, but price per piece is like 10 cents per piece. You get basically the same Jango Fett that's in the UCS one, but without the arm printing. So that's good enough for me. I don't need to have the arm printing one. I just want this one. Lama Su, great. The exact same Boba Fett, great. They're going to go in my clone display. And the Slave one is the same scale as the Boba Fett's one from before. That's honestly the biggest draw for me, because I like Jango Fett more than Boba Fett, personally. And I love that little play scale Slave one. So I was thinking about doing a color swap mod for it at some point, and then LEGO made an official one. So this one I will be getting, and probably building on stream. Set your calendars for August 1st to not miss that stream. Then everything else here, Force Burner Snowspeeder is fine. I don't feel a need for it. The Advent Calendar is fine. I also don't feel a need for it. It's got a bunch of droids. That's cool. K2 looks good too. I agree. And at the price, not bad at all. Especially because then you get the little K2 figure. And also, it just feels good to support an Andor set. I really liked Andor Season 2. And I get that it's not really marketable for LEGO to sell sets that are based off of such a, an adult show. But this looks awesome. And I have the BD-1, and I have the Chopper, and I have the R2-D2. So, I would love to put that with it. The Stap as well. Let me add new to this as well. Can I see the Stap? Enjoy the Stap. Oh yeah, here's the ATST. Where's the Stap? Is it not considered new? There's really 8 pages. How many of these pages are filled with plushies? This, speaking of Andor, love the U-Wing in theory, but not that much. $80 for the Stap or for K2SO? Here's the Battle Droid with Stap. Oh, it can't be that, because this is 130 here. Yeah, no, super cool. I actually haven't seen a whole lot of press about this set. Wait, does it come with a backpack? Battle Droid? Whoa! Can I see the back of that minifigure? Does it have the antenna? Or is it just a 1x2 brick? Or plate, rather. Huh. Oh, K2 is 80 there? Oh, yeah, you're lucky. I don't know if that what the conversion rate is, but my only gripe with this set is that... Can I open this in a new tab? Yes. Why does he look so sad? Who hurt him? He's so sad. Look at those little eyebrows. I mean, it's whatever, but gosh, they've never been good with faces, have they? I did not mean to go full screen. Even the other, like, the C-3PO and the Chewbacca sets both have nightmarish faces as well. So yeah, 140 for the Stap. But it's a cool set. I want to get the Droideka at some point. At 65, maybe I will, just to go alongside the K... I'm going to end up with a bunch of buildable droids, aren't I? This is going to be a problem. Have that R2-D2? No. Yes, I do. I still want to get the Dark Falcon at some point. That is one nice thing about this Summer Wave's kind of sucking. I mean, it's cool, but being difficult, challenging, let's say, is that I get to go back and build older sets. I mean, that's why I'm building. That's why I built the Tantive 4 hallway. Next stream, I've got this that I'm gonna build next stream along with the Night Trooper Battle Pack. So I get to like go through and build old sets, which is cool. Nope, not going by. Here we go. I don't think there's anything else new out right now. Yeah, we're back into the coming soons. Yeah, but gosh, that Jango Fett starship is going to be cool. And the V19 Torrent. Yeah, okay, so moral of the story is that the V19 Torrent and the Jango Fett Slave 1 are going to be the two sets that I get. $70 and $65. That's not too bad all in. And that's probably all the LEGO Star Wars I'm going to get for this year. I'll probably get K2 next year. Maybe I'll try to pick up... I've seen rumors that there's going to be an MTT and 327th Battle Pack. Double pack. That comes with both of them for less than MSRP. And that would be cool. That would be a good way. Because the minifigures in this are cool. I like the Bly. I think he looks great. I think it'd be cool to get him... Like, it's cool that there's an Aayla Secura and a Kiadi-Mundi. And a Plo Koon on the... Wow, they're really playing into the Order 66 thing right now, aren't they? They have a Kiadi-Mundi, an Aayla Secura, and a Plo Koon all on the market. And the various clones that killed them. Except for... No, they do. Oh my god, they do, don't they? They have Bly here. They have the Marines here, even if it's not a UTAT. And then Plo Koon, there's also the ARC 170. Oh, good heavens. This is the year of the Order 66 battle pack, basically. Not battle pack, but diorama. If only they made this set in real life. Instead, I have to do it myself. So, alrighty. I think that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. I am sleepy. I've broken a piece off of my beloved set. But, so thank you all for coming out and hanging out. I'm going to be making a long-form video about this, the building process of this ship, and I'll have instructions and everything for it. That's probably coming out this coming Friday is my goal. So if you haven't, consider please subscribing so that you don't miss that. And then the Saturday or Sunday after that, I will likely be streaming again. I try to stream every week that I don't put out a long-form video. And we'll be building some Ahsoka's Duel Impridia. Or maybe I'll build some LEGO Ninjago sets, because that's my other big passion these days. And some really cool sets just came out from them. But, you know, I just love all things LEGO. And I'm looking forward to hanging out some more. Looking forward to getting some cool new sets. And until then, I will talk to you all later. Everyone have a lovely rest of your evening. And good night.